So you've got the meat we know about, we'll talk about in a minute. We've got the saltpetre we need to talk about, sugar. Herbs and spices are often involved in traditional curing, and you'll hear of things using bay leaf and juniper and paprika and all these things. A source of water if it was a brine. Other is just there as a tool for you, but there's some hidden factors here. One is microflora, i.e. bacteria that we've talked about, and any other sorts of enzymes, which are bacteria's tool for dealing with stuff, really. The pH is quite important, i.e. it needs to be slightly acidic, which meat is, and so salt, once it's gone into a brine. I've started putting aromatics onto the side of this, as well as just any other comment, and the reason for that is that, you know, if we're going to fill in this column with a herb or a spice, it's always going to go into the aromatics column as well, but not everything that's aromatic is something you want to taste. For example, I was drinking some of the beer that you've got on tap here. It's from a local brewery, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but and it's got a hops flavour about it. Well, it could well be that, you know, yeah, let's use beer for our brine. That would work well. It's a local brewery, you can go and have a word, maybe do some sort of reciprocal deal. But do you want the bitterness of the hops in your bacon? So straight away you've got to think of hops. So you could go and get some hops if you want to use it, but you want the aromatic quality and you don't want the bitter quality. And that really refers to things like when you're hanging meat. One of the things about pork is the fat is incredibly good at taking up flavours, so much so that they use it for perfume making, for flavours that are otherwise destroyed, like jasmine, for example. I suppose it's called enfleurage, and when I saw them doing this in France, it suddenly made me realise that what the Italians say about hanging their Parma hams up and the breeze taking the scent of the olive groves and the lemon groves and hitting the ham and creating that certain sweet aromatic flavour that they have is not bollocks. It's absolutely true. So that's something that's aromatic. So back to our hops, you wouldn't want to put your hops in a brine because it's going to make a nasty, horrible bit of bacon, but you might consider hanging it up with some. So that's why I've just put that on the side. So meat-wise, I kind of want to skirt around meat. Isn't it totally in here?
It is. I can whip that up for you in a second.
Apart from being much better at it, this will take me about half an hour. So.
So you want the belly and loin as well?
Belly and loin. Just like I always used to use string for boning out after it had become bacon. Do you use it when it's raw as well? But it's
only me.
The guy that first started teaching me used to cure bone in, and then we'd whip it out afterwards.
Yeah.
We always use a piece of string to remove.
Yeah, well, they produce metal clasps now.
Oh right.
I sort of have like razor blades on, and you sort of just go down the body.
And it just
just no waste. Just yeah, it's better.
Together. We're doing, don't forget, 17 kilos of pork at the moment, turning it into bacon and ham. This is 510 grams of ordinary salt, 255 grams of ordinary sugar, so that's half sugar to salt. I've also got 4.5 grams of saltpetre, which you can buy through the internet. And I've got 2 grams per kilo of paprika, which I'm lying, I haven't. Right round to
20.
There we go. And all this is going to do is going to be rubbed onto the meat in the right proportions. And we're going to leave it 9 days per inch. And that's inch to the middle. when it comes to hams, you have to repeat the process a few times. A lot happens with the skin, so I'm just going to put a tiny amount on there. Really, what that's for, it's a bit like searing your bit of meat before it goes into the oven. You know, whereas the searing would help the flavour as well with caramelisation, but this is the safety aspect. There's still bacteria on here, especially because I've touched it with my hands, so a little bit, but it's not going to do a lot for curing. That's in there. 180 grams of liqueur. That's never right. It is. Okay. Just have a look at that. That now has to be spread on here. And you have to spend special attention on places that you could conceivably miss, like the ends. You want to get that into any nooks and crannies. Give it a proper good massage.